Hello, guys. Welcome to the third episode of One-to-One Sociology. In the last episode, we covered cultural deprivation, but today we're going to be covering material deprivation. Unlike cultural deprivation theorists who blame educational failure on the inadequacy of working class, other sociologists see material deprivation as the main cause of underachievement. The term material deprivation refers to poverty and a lack of material necessities such as adequate housing and income. There is a close link between social class and poverty. Working class families are much more likely to have low incomes or inadequate housing. These factors can affect their children's education in several ways: housing, diet and health, financial support, and fear of debt. Housing. Poor housing can affect pupils' achievement both directly and indirectly. Overcrowding can have a direct effect by making it harder for children to study. It makes less room for educational activities, to do homework, and causes disturbed sleep from sharing beds or bedrooms. For young children especially, development can be impaired through lack of space for exploration and safe play. Families living in temporary accommodation may find themselves moving constantly, which disrupts education. Children in crowded homes are also more likely to have accidents. Cold or damp housing can cause ill health and therefore more absences from school, because families in temporary accommodation suffer more psychological distress, infections, and accidents. Diet and health. Marilyn Howard notes that young people from low income families have lower intakes of energy, vitamins, and minerals. This poor nutrition affects health by weakening the immune system, causing more absences from school. According to Richard Wilkinson, among 10-year-olds, the lower the social class, the higher the rate of hyperactivity, anxiety, and conduct disorders, all of which are likely to have a negative effect on children's education. Joe Blandon and Stephen Machin found that children from low-income families were most likely to engage in externalizing behavior, such as fighting and temper tantrums, which are likely to disrupt schooling. Financial support and cost of education. Lack of financial support means that children from poorer families have to do without equipment and opportunities to enhance education, like trips to museums. David Ball refers to this as the cost of free schooling. A study by Emily Tanner et al. Found that the cost of items like transport, uniform, books, and sport places a heavy burden on poor families. As a result, poorer children may have to do with second-hand unfashionable equipment, causing them to be bullied or isolated by peers. Teresa Smith and Michael Noble add that poverty acts as a barrier to learning as they cannot afford private schooling or tuition. This means that they have to attend poorer and lower quality schools. Cultural or material factors. While material factors play a part in achievement, some children from poor families do succeed, suggesting that material deprivation is only part of the explanation. Peter Mortimer and Jeff Whitty argue that material inequalities have the greatest effect on achievement. For this reason, Peter Robinson argues that tackling child poverty would be the most effective way of boosting achievement, such as Operation Head Start, which was a compensatory education scheme in the 1960s in the USA. Thank you for watching. This was how the external factor of material deprivation affects educational achievement. Next episode, we are covering cultural capital. Don't forget to like and subscribe.